issues with this live. I don't know why anytime I go live, there's always an issue, but we are here. It is Critterosity. Hello, welcome to the live. Okay, I tried to turn off comments, the comment section, not the chat section. So please bear with me if we have any issues. I will definitely probably start a new video and resend things, but we should be good. I'm pretty good at just ignoring stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get right to it. A lot of you guys have a lot of things you're doing and you don't have a ton of time. Sorry, I'm trying to organize this. Okay, I've got my Subbly.com figured out and looking at. Okay, I think it was just a glitch that I was having a problem with. Okay, perfect. I think we're good to go. Okay, so Art Hero Monthly. Let me give you the quickest way to say why this year is being so challenging. You guys are probably going through too. Some of you have already heard this, so I'm sorry if I am saying the same thing over and over, but shipping has gone up. If you don't ship regularly and you hear like change is 20 cents, it's $1. It doesn't sound like a lot to you, but for us, it's a lot. On top of that, I don't know why shipping out of California is getting so ridiculous, but a package that I normally ship on average that weighs about 5 ounces, which is usually Stationery Club. If it weighs 5 ounces and I ship it to Florida, it used to cost me about $4.20 to $4.80. It really depends. It's gone up to over $5 for me in a matter of weeks during January. So I just wanted you guys to know that this is not something I want to do. I love my products being affordable. I love when people tell me, it's too cheap for your stuff. You need to raise your prices. So here I am raising my prices. You're welcome. No, to those that don't like that people said that to me, I'm sorry. But that's kind of the situation we're in is I try not to mess with any pricing on Art Hero. And here's the reason why. It takes me forever to figure out what works best, or do I keep this reward? And now I've got to kick people off a reward. Now I'm going to bring a reward back. So if you haven't been to critterosity.subbly.me, and you haven't checked out my changes, I highly suggest going to the site. That's where I'm going to be right now, taking a look at that. I will be back to the chat at the end of this, but I want people to be like, Eva talks too much. Let's let her speak. Once it's done, I will be just chilling here waiting for you guys to give me any kind of feedback, okay, on thoughts or things you would like. Also, the book club did just get an update. So if you have not been joining the library book club, just letting you know. Okay, I have to go out of this in order to find it. So give me 1 second and then I can tell you guys. Now you're going to see that some things haven't changed because I've already priced them in a way that I feel comfortable. And I find that I'm not losing a ton of money. And a really quick jump back to why I started Patreon and then moved to Subbly. Ready? Started Patreon because I had no job. Well, I did have a job, but I didn't like the job. The job I did was face painting. But I had just quit and closed my store. I started face painting for 2 event planning companies. It wasn't bringing in a ton of money. Eva, why didn't you get a regular job? Because I've worked regular jobs since I was 14 years old to help my mom, who was a single mother, raise me. I have worked, I've put in my time. I am exhausted. It was not rewarding. Nothing's been rewarding for me until I found doing my artwork. Even owning a brick and mortar selling artwork for other people seems like it should have been rewarding, especially with my personality and sharing and being excited for people's art. It was not rewarding in the slightest. At the beginning it was, and then it just got really awful. Shift to me basically being a little bit homeless, not crazy, but a little bit homeless as I transitioned my life. I'm pretty much an open book. I have nothing to hide. I think all reasons of why we are where we are is from all the choices we've made, and there is no such thing as failure. Failure is when you choose not to try anything. That's failure. But trying to do something and then making it work, or maybe it doesn't, then you shift gears. That's basically what I've been doing for the last 8 years, is shifting gears. I did not expect a pandemic to hit. I was always doing decent, but I was starting to drown in the work that I had from Patreon. I started Patreon because I needed a steady paycheck in order to stay at home and make content and make art and create new products and paint for people. But there's no way to just stay at home and do that. Anyone that has ever tried to be a creative, you know how hard it is to do the thing that you feel like you're built to do. So for me, I decided to start Patreon. And then I warned people. I was like, this is a 100%, you are giving me a paycheck. That's it. That's first and foremost. You believe in what I'm doing. You're making a decent amount that you are donating to me. I am your child that really wants to do art. You're very proud of me. You also want that, but you also want to benefit and get a reward that you want. So with all of that said, Patreon/Subly, it became Subly later, is not about you, it's about me. I know it's probably the only time I will be as selfish saying that, because most of the time I'm not about that. But in this case, it's 100% which keeps this motor going here, okay? So shopping on my store is a bonus. Shopping live sales, super bonus, like major bonus. That is extremely helpful. Art Hero Monthly is like, if you can give, expect nothing in return, and whatever you get, awesome. Okay, so that is where we are right now. I just wanted to give new people this rundown of what Subly is, because I find a lot of people join and then they'll write me and say like, oh, I canceled because there weren't enough designs that made me happy. And I was like, duly noted. Like, I can't appease everybody. Think about how many people might be supporting me, and it's between 50 to 100 now. It really depends. It's really gone down in numbers. I get it. I don't ever judge. Anyone can pause or like basically skip your subscription. Everybody can make their choices, right? So I'm not sitting here going, oh, I lost somebody else. No, it always works itself out. I'm not stressed out about it. But I have to ask myself, are people leaving because money's tight for them too, which then trickles down to they can't support people. Money's tight for me. I can't support the things that I love. I can't shop from small shops, and I can't support the animal rescues I want to. That's just life. And we're in this weird transition from the pandemic where everyone's going, I'm hurting. There's a lot of places to spend your money. There's a lot of places to do things. I don't know your life. You don't know my life, but I try to put it out on a little platter for you guys so you're pretty much aware of like, okay, Eva's doing all right. I can pull back this month a little bit. I think she's doing okay. Whatever it is that makes you hit the cancel or subscribe or skip button, I don't need to know. You don't ever need to write me. I don't cry about it. I more so am wondering like, is it me? Do they forget that this is a platform to support what I'm doing? I donate to a animal rescue $10 a month every month on Patreon. I'm using your money to fund something that I like, and I get nothing from them. This is 100% an animal farm rescue, like for animals that were about to go to slaughter and didn't and got rescued. I get nothing. I don't get a letter in the mail. I don't get postcards. I get nothing. I get to live with the fact that I am helping something I care about. So I just really want to reiterate, these changes I'm making are not to get rid of you, but also I have a question for you guys as I run through everything. I want you to keep this in mind. I can either remove Art Hero Monthly 100%, get rid of the whole platform, which you're going to hear the pros and cons of that. Or we keep it exactly as it is, and you go check out the website, critterosity.subly.me. I think I said com earlier. It's critterosity.subly.me. You can go check out the new rewards and be like, no, I'm good. Like, I understand. It makes sense. Every single reward has to include shipping, because imagine one person is getting the Stationery of the Month Club, but that's all they're getting. They have to pay for shipping that. If you sign up for that, and the postcard of the month, and the magnet, and that, I can't go in and discount any of the prices for you. Unfortunately, I just can't do that. The program doesn't allow me to set shipping up for anywhere, any place. There is no shipping, and there is no sales tax. So I have to basically make an umbrella cost, which you might be looking at like, why would I get a magnet on there for $5 when I spend $3.50 on your live sales? Well, one, it's not about the magnet, it's about supporting me. And at $5, hey, for $5, I'm gonna make you this nice, brand new, no one's ever gotten it, limited edition magnet. And when it's gone forever. I've said that over and over a million times. You're getting that bonus perk, something special that you're gonna gift to somebody. Maybe that month you don't like it, you give it as a gift, whatever it might be. The $5 is just gone because you're helping Eva get a steady paycheck. I don't go write myself a check at the end of every week. I get no checks. It's just whatever I make is ins and outs. So I need capital to buy more things, and you're helping me create capital to make new sticker sheets or do whatever you need, okay? So that's pretty much what you're paying for. You're paying for those perks. Now, if I was to cancel all of my Art Hero, here are the pros and cons. Pro, I would move it to Shopify, but don't get excited because it's going to get very confusing. Pro would be, I say, this listing is good between February 1st and February 29th. If you do not shop during this time and pick your rewards and it figures out the weight for you, it figures out your sales tax for you. Shopify does all that for me. I don't have to include those in the umbrella cost because you're like, hey, you're shipping to California. It can't be $4 to ship to me. Just so you know, it's now basic tracking for under 4 ounces is now $4.18. Anything outside of California is basically gone up to $4.80 or over $5. You are now paying for more than the magnet cost you just in shipping. I have my theories on why the government is doing this to us. I have very, very strong feelings about the things I think, and I will not share them with you guys, but I'm almost positive the circle is getting smaller and smaller and smaller so that small businesses start jumping out and jumping ship and they don't have to deal with us doing things wrong. So I feel that they are upping the price of shipping though, just to kind of weed us out. And I am hanging on to that ship and I'm like, no, I won't go down without a fight. I'm totally the person that will fight until I literally am. It's just, I can't do it anymore, and then I just sink, and then I try something new, and I swim back to the top. So don't worry about Eva. But this means it would be no reminder. There'd be no guaranteed, oh, the subscription goes through every month. I don't have to think about it. You'd have to go on. You'd have to purchase. You'd have to build your, basically, it's a build-a-box. It's build your rewards, and everything would be listed there. Everything would be priced just for the item. And then I know the weight of every single item that I'm offering. If it's a time-lapse video, if it's still like a digital thing that is not physical in like shipping, then it wouldn't have any weight. It would just be a digital file, no tax on it, etc. But because you all live in such unique locations in the US, but Illinois, let me say, Illinois is like my people. I need to move to Illinois. You guys get me? I think I have more shoppers in Illinois and then Florida. Those are like my top twos. They are like two of the most expensive places to ship to. And I love you guys so much. And I'm so sorry they're trying to keep us apart. But yeah, the price just doubles. Like as soon as I go to ship something, it is so much more. So with that said, there would be no reminders unless I create just a generic newsletter again. That's just a reminder newsletter. It basically is like, hey guys, did you sign up for the new thing? And then you have to go in and do it yourself. That is why Subbly is so great. It takes the thought out of it. It creates an Excel spreadsheet for me. I don't have to guess at what I was doing. Everything is pretty much there. They organize everything for me. I know there might be some frustrating days where it skipped somebody or did some weird glitch. But for like overall, it's been really, really good. And I'm very happy with being on Subbly. The problem I'm not happy with is you're probably paying a lot in shipping if you have multiple rewards because I can't keep refunding people. So that's why I want you to think, number one, if Eva gets rid of it and I want to make sure I don't miss anything, don't respond to this yet, okay? But do you want a newsletter and do Shopify? But your shipping would be better, the cost would be better, and you'd just be paying for the items and then it would accumulate the weight and then it would ship. That would be a lot of invoices for me, but I am so willing to do that because you guys are worth it. Like this is the way to try to make it better and save you money so you stay with me. I'm not like begging for anybody to stay right now. I definitely have enough subscribers. I'm very, very comfortable, but I also know I'm losing money on some of the items I've removed. And if they're gone, don't freak out. You'll still be charged in February for them, but I won't be doing mirrors anymore. Unless I move it to Shopify, there won't be mirrors. You guys, I am losing $1 on every mirror I ship right now. And luckily there's only a few of you on there, but I'm finishing it out with February and we're done. I'm bringing back sticker sheets. I'm bringing sticker sheets back because I can make them from home now. I didn't know I would have that skill. So I'm like, well, if I can do it, I don't have to mail it to the company and be by a deadline. That was the problem, is being done with sticker sheets with 2 weeks to plan it and try to figure it out on top of all the other things I do. It was way too fast, way too much. If I can do sticker sheets at home and make them all night and just sit down here and eat popcorn and keep hitting print, cut, it's time consuming, but it's worth it. Like, I would totally do that. I've brought in half pads where it's half the sheet. I mean, this isn't a good example, but it's 25 pages of a Post-it and 25 of the new design on a notepad. That's new. So I wrote new in front of the things I've changed or I've altered the price. So that's how you'll be able to know, oh, okay, Eva just added the new Critterosity ink and paint. What's different? I knocked $5 off for you guys. You don't get a physical product in the mail. You are getting my knowledge, but I do film it once and everyone enjoys it on the one try. I'm willing to knock that down to $10. I think my knowledge is really important. I think my time is really important. You get a specialty lesson. $15 each may to you guys be like, dude, she's making a ton of money on that. It's still time and teaching, and I'm not getting paid like a teacher on a regular basis. So yeah, if I'm going to sit down and teach, you're paying for it like you would if you were to go to a seminar, right? And I don't know what seminars go for these days, but if it's like $30 you pay to listen to a person speak, I'm just saying, you're getting knowledge, you're getting all these skills to grow as an artist, and that's your choice if you're on the ink and paint reward because you just enjoy watching or because you really genuinely are taking those skills and using them. So I knocked the price down $5 on a virtual reward to try to help you guys out. Okay, I'm doing that because I love it. New mystery character DIY ornament. If we keep Subly, I brought the price up. Why? Because the ink and paint department was paying $15 for a lesson. You guys get a lesson and a product, and as much as I would love to throw it in an envelope with a stamp, it doesn't qualify because it can snap and break. So it has to ship in a flat mailer, and you are looking at minimum $4 to ship even within California. So yeah, do the math. It's like $4 than what I pay for the product to be made by a small business company. So you could probably guesstimate what I pay for each of those pieces. And I only order 20 each month because I usually have between 15 to 18 subscribers on that. So I was like, why is the ink and paint department paying more when they're also getting a lesson? It may just be one thing, but I also am taking time and teaching it. So instead of doing $10 for the mystery ornament, you're getting a physical product to keep and work on and take the time, rewatch that video anytime you want, and you could technically paint on the back of the ornament if you would like to make it too. So I brought that one up $3. I think that's fair. Also, shipping is a flat about $4. It can go up in others, shipping to other states. We have a new monthly wallpaper screensaver for $5 a month. I have to sit down and recreate it for that background. This was actually for somebody, the photo reference on critterosity.subly.me. You can go check it out for Art Hero. That one was last month. Somebody paid the full price of $8 to have it made. But the reason it's $5, and I'm coming right back to the beginning of the message I just said to you guys, you're not paying for the wallpaper. You're like, it's digital. What's the point? You're paying for the uniqueness to support me, and that's pretty much it. And if you love a design and you're like, dude, I love changing my wallpapers every month, it's $5. It's cheaper than a coffee. My coffee costs me $5.60 every time I go. $5.60. I gave you 60 cents off. You went and bought a coffee, and you get a wallpaper you can keep forever to keep changing out your phone. So stop looking at, and I'm not saying anyone has done this, but I'm just trying to help you guys see why the pricing is what it is. Stop looking at, whoa, that's $5 for this. It's more why it is $5. What is the purpose? Because I need to make money to live right now. Like, it's getting really tough. And if people do keep dropping Subly, I have to secure myself and say, okay, I'm going to have to raise the price on this, but like I'm losing on this one because the shipping is so much and it has to go in a flat mailer. Where can I make a little bit extra money, but it's not shipping something? So I have to kind of balance everything as I think of this stuff. A new metal bookmark club. Instead of the paper, we are going to metal. I can actually make my own bookmarks that are metal. If you're in the chat and you want to share your thoughts on the new bookmark, let me know. Unfortunately, it has to go in a flat mailer. Why? Or not a flat mailer, I'm sorry. It needs an envelope because the cost to ship it would be $4 easily in a flat mailer. They are a little bendy, just a little. They're a little bendy. And they might bend a little through shipping, but you get your greeting cards and they're not all jacked up. So that's why you drop off your packages in one part of the post office, and things that are like greeting cards and flatter items go more in that. So when things land on them, it's not a giant package landing on them. I would hope that's the case. It doesn't mean it will always work, but I will be getting a very thin cardstock, or not cardstock, like a thin cardboard. By the way, I'm reading your comments, guys. I really appreciate it. And to stay focused, I'm going to let you guys keep chatting. I see it all on my phone at the same time. So they are a metal, they are a thin metal. And if you would like a double-sided bookmark to ensure making sure they're nice and thick and they're not so bendy, you can go on my shop and customize and choose if you want a single side or a double side. Like, I'm giving you that option on my store, but if you want to support, it is $6 because I'm going to have to throw in a cardboard backer, and that usually takes 2 stamps. Anything that can't bend has to go into a flat mailer. That means tracking, which automatically, ground or priority, you're looking at higher prices. Why would you spend $4 or more to ship a bookmark that costs you $6? It's just crazy. So $6 encompasses all that. Let's say you do it every month and you're like, look, put me down every month to pay a little extra for that tracking. Like, I'll pay to get it in a flat mailer. One time my mailman delivered it and it was bent. You can certainly reach out and I will do that, but you have to remember as much as I have to remember. Every time I download a spreadsheet of who paid what, it all restarts. And I usually go back to the previous month, look at all my notes, see if there's anything I owe somebody, or this person changed their address, which I just had a whole mix up with that. And I'm sorry, and I love that person who worked with me so kindly. But you guys do move. And then if the address doesn't change, there's 2 places I have to change it. If you can update on your own, fantastic. If you can go on your Subly account and fix your card payments, I can't do that for you. I can't do anything with money. I can't even see your credit card you have listed. It just kind of gives me the last 4, right? Like it usually is ... 1, 2, 3, 4. Addresses, I can help. But if you can do it, it's going to happen faster than me doing it. I'm just letting you know. But if you can't figure it out, I'm here to help. I really am. I don't ever want you to be sorry or feel bad. You're doing this for me. Like, I am so thankful and will do whatever I can. New half notepad and half Post-it is $12. I don't understand, because the Stationery of the Month Club is $20. So yeah, it still costs me money to even do that. Plus I have to count them out and I have to split them up before I can even ship them. It's like when somebody asks for an embellished print, I could just throw it right in the mail, but instead I have to stop what I'm doing to add those embellishments, which is what you're paying for. So these are all things you have to think about. Again, instead of just, I'm spending $13 and I'm only getting that. It's not about the product. It's about keeping me surviving, and I need to make money. If it's literally an exchange of a $5 item and you give me $5, I've made no money off of the platform. This is the exact same thing as Patreon. Exact same. So there's that. Digital planners, I am too slow at those things. I just saw that. So I'm probably not going to do a digital planner, but I have considered doing digital to-do lists or things like that. But we're not there yet. I will definitely keep it in mind though. I will. Let's see, so the things that don't say new, they're the same. Nothing has changed with them. The acrylic pen of the month, I'm very happy where that's priced at. I don't want to go up any higher. And to those that are paying $15 when I sell them live for $10, please remember, those are the leftovers. There were no leftovers of that pin, in this last round of live sales. So you've missed out. It's done. You can never get those unless somebody does a trade on Critterosity Trading Post, or they're a friend and you have a way of getting a hold of them. It's gone. It will never be made again. So reiterating the importance of what you're getting. Critterosity Collector's Card. You get all the perks for $2. $2. That covers the stamp to ship it to you, and I mail it to you. $2. I tried to find such good ranges. Thank you to the person that said I have good pricing. I really appreciate you. $28 to customize stationery. Once again, this comes down with embellishing the bookmark. I have to stop, find the image, put it on the layout, print it out, which costs money for the ink and the printing because it's sublimation ink. So it's important specialty ink. That comes out, then I have to press it. So it's not like I'm just ordering from my company, I'm putting it all together. Same with custom stationery. And I tried to sweeten the deal of $28 by saying, I know it's expensive, I'm gonna throw in a random Post-it every month, and everybody gets that Post-it. By the way, if you do not get the Post-it, you need to reach out to me and be like, girl, you sent my stationery without the Post-it, I'm just saying. Because usually it's sitting here and I'm like, who do I owe? So if I still have it, I know I didn't ship it to you, but no, right now I think I'm all caught up. But the custom stationery, I know it's a lot. I know $28 a month is a lot, but that's shipping, that's tax, and that's also like for whatever state is ordering. If someone in if 4 people are from California, I owe sales tax on all of those. If I'm shipping it to Florida, your cost for shipping is going to be, I'm sorry, Florida, I'm picking on you guys, but it's nothing personal. But I'd get a lot of people from Florida. It's like $5 to ship to you, but then in California, it cost me $4.18 now. So there's that weird range. So I have to create a number. So out of 28, consider $5 paying for shipping, including my mailer, my time to do it, the plastic it has to go in, all that stuff adds up. So $5 is shipping, that brings you down to $23. You're paying $3 more than the Stationery of the Month Club that just gets the generic design that I'm like putting on everyone's. You get to customize it and pick anything from past Art Hero, anything. It'll just be more generic. It won't be as like all elaborate with things all around it. It'll be more of just a character in the corner. Like that's it. So that you have to really start to go, okay, if it costs $4 for her to do tracking, subtract $4 from the heavy duty things on the menus. Postcards, trading cards, bookmarks, those are all going to ship in regular things. The sticker sheet, let me explain that one. This planner sticker sheet is coming back. It is a vinyl sticker. It is waterproof. I'm getting better. I'm not laminating them. I'm not going above and beyond for that. It's $10 because you either get 2 that are going to somehow either go together, they're kind of match, because I feel bad if I send like labels only and you're like, but where are the characters? So I'm going to do like a character sheet and label sheet to go together, or maybe 2 character sheets, or maybe a label sheet and a label character sheet. But those will be like medium sizes. I don't have exact sizes it's cutting. I just know it's about a 4x6 to a 5x7 range. Or I'm going to make one big large sheet, and those are going to go in flat mailers with tracking. So that's why that is $10. New Postcard of Awesomeness went up to $6. I believe that's $1 more. The new sticker magnet and postcard of the month is $12 now. I think it was $10 before. The new surprise magnet and sticker is $6. You get 2 for $6. Again, these go in envelopes with a stamp. Time-lapse video is the same. Stationery Club, I kept the exact same because I love you guys. I mean, this means so much to me that you're willing to spend $20 on some specialty items. A pen you cannot customize on my shop. You can't get it unless I'm live selling what we've gotten. So that is a really important perk. So many people ask for my pens and I lose money saying, nope, you have to join the Stationery Club and that's it. If you want to customize them, you join the Custom Stationery Club. Like, I have to have a draw to come over there, and I have to have a reason that you're spending the money. So it's like I have to learn to say no to people, and it's really tough to do because I want to be like, yeah, whatever brings the money in, but things have to be kind of special on Art Hero. You guys are paying for it. I want you to be treated a little bit more special. Last is the small stationery set. I kept that one the same. If you're looking at the price, really look at what you're getting. Do the pricing. Stamps are not cheap. They are absolutely not cheap. I wish they were. I've even tried to do an acrylic stamp instead of the circle press ones, but everyone's really happy with the little mini stamp that comes with it. So with that said, that one is like all that layout. Every time I bring a product on, I have to do the layout for it. The stamp, I have to create basically a coloring page to get it right for the company. Every single product you see that I customize with the design you want, every single one is a new layout. Unless someone picks Snow White again, I don't have her in my catalog, so I have to go and make her for every single one of those products. Do the layout, do the background color. Like, I don't have a pre-made template. I use the company's template. Some of these companies, like the Sticker and Magnet Company, their catalog, I can't even search like names. It literally is just this long catalog where you have to load, and it only loads a few levels at a time. And then I have to keep going. Or I have to go to my Dropbox, find the old file, bring it in, turn it into a sticker or magnet, and then it's back at the top. But as the years go on, it goes to the bottom. So if you want an older design, I either have to find the file or it's something newer, and that's really easy. But all of these things, it's time. It adds up really fast. So that is, again, Subbly.com or Critterosity.subbly.me. Now, if you are like, this Shopify thing is sounding better, I'm going to save more on money when I do multiple rewards. If you're doing one reward, these prices are great. Keep with Subbly. If you are somebody going click, 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 add to cart every month, and you're like, I want a stationery club, I want the magnet, I want the postcard, I want this, your shipping's included in each of those. Like, I could merge it and you probably would save like $2 a month to more. I mean, it depends on how many rewards you get. So it's been a little tough. Secret menu items are fantastic because I can invoice you and get all the secret menu items exact. And then you pay shipping on the physical items that adds on to the weight I already have for the rewards. And it's hard to tell. Like, I don't know what the weight's going to be. And then I'd have to invoice everybody for shipping. Like, it's so much extra work. But if you build the pack on Shopify, I would just have to print out all the invoices at the end of the month, like look at everybody's packing slip and be like, okay, fulfill these orders. So if we do Shopify, you'll have really no reminders, but maybe like I make a newsletter that's generic to everyone, because there is no more Art Hero at that point. It's just, what do you want from this limited edition design I just did? And then everybody would pick and choose, and anyone could be an Art Hero that month. The difference with Subbly is you are on a very specific list, you support it, and it goes through every month without question, but you're probably paying more in shipping if you have multiple rewards. So with all of that said, the new stuff is on the shop. You can skip, cancel, do whatever you want. But here is the big problem, okay? I was going to charge everybody $2 more a month for shipping items, and it was going to pretty much be that before I knew what they jumped the prices up to. It's insanity. I've never seen anything like it in my 8 years of shipping. Nothing. The prices went up so much so fast in January that they warned us, but they did not warn me. I mean, they know me really well at my postal office. They're like, are you going to be okay when the changes come in? I'm like, what, the forever stamps? What, they're going up? And she's like, yeah, but shipping's going up. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, it depends on where you're shipping and how heavy the items are. And I did not know. Somebody made a purchase in early January. The amount they paid for shipping, it's now gone up almost $1 to ship their item. In a matter of weeks. Like, I can't go back and do like, well, they paid before, so that's the label. No, it's the label the day you make it. That's the new price. I need everybody, if you can all pull your weight, if each one of you takes care of yourself and takes that burden off of me to have to go in and physically cancel people's rewards, I was going to say you'll need to cancel all of the rewards if it's an item that says new. That means you're going to sign back up, or you're just going to leave it canceled, up to you. I mean, this might change your mind on me and you might never support my subscription anymore, but I have to do what's best for me and the business. Otherwise, if I stayed the same rates for the next 5 years without ever asking you guys, like, can you switch to a new thing? I'd be hurting. I'd just be bleeding money. So, like, bleeding money out to the world. Goodbye, money. I can't do this anymore. I am doing my normal kind of annual, like, okay, a few things have to change. Subbly does not have a way for me to cancel a reward until everyone is off of it. So right now, if you're on the $10 a month DIY ornament and you want to move to the $13 one, Wait for your payment to go through for February. How do you know this? There is an entire system built for you to go check at what you've already paid. I don't know your Subbly login. I don't get private information. I don't have any of that. I can go into your account and look at what you have, yes, but I can't personally go and make these changes unless, one, you give me permission. But I don't want to go cancel it. I'm asking you if you'd be kind enough to say like, okay, my February payment went through for Stationery Club. I'm going to cancel it. Oh, you know what? That's a terrible one because no one on Stationery has changed. Sorry, let me give you an example. If you're on the new homepage of critterosity.subbly.me and you're looking at the rewards, if it says new in front of it, it means something has happened. There's been a change. If it's new and now it's not $10, it's actually, it's no longer 15, it's now 10, I would hope you cancel and do it either before it charges you in February, so you paid less amount this month, or you wait for it to charge you the original $15, you cancel it and you sign back up in March, okay? There is no like, figure it out today, but if it hasn't charged you yet and you sign up on the new reward price, you will save some money. If this is like way confusing for your brain, I get it. I understand. So I'm going to try to break it down and then I will come back to the chat. Ready? If your payment's gone through for February for any reward, maybe you get charged on the 20th, you've signed up on the 20th for stationery. So the 20th is when that's going to go through, and you signed up for on the 5th for the bookmark. So the bookmark's already been paid for, cancel the bookmark. And then sign back up, not this month, you'll get charged a second time, you'll get a second one. And then you'll be like, why did you send me 2 of them? Wait for next month and sign up again. Like once the payment goes through, you're done for February. Don't sign back up for February. If the payment has not gone through for February and something has changed, it says new in front of one of the rewards you do, or several of the rewards, be like, okay, I can see the difference. I'm normally paying $10 for the new sticker magnet postcard of the month. I see it went to $12. It hasn't gone through yet. I'm going to cancel it and I'll sign back up. You're going to pay $2 more this month. You might as well let the payment go through for $10. I cannot do anything to the past reward. I can't change the price on it. I can't do anything. It is locked in. It's like you have 10 subscribers on this reward. You cannot make any changes because that would be illegal. It'd be illegal for me to move it to $50 and then you guys are like, we got no warning. It just all of a sudden was $50. This is something where every single person has to do their own work. I rarely ask you guys to cancel a reward and go to something else. The sticker sheets were the hardest because, one, I could not physically keep up with the demand of getting my design in by the second week of the month to then not get it till almost the end of the month from the manufacturer. Now that I'm making planner stickers in-house, this is not the fancy sticker sheet. This is a planner sticker, like meant for bullet journals, your planning books, calendars, paper products, etc. That one I can make now in home. So that one has changed. So you might want to sign back up for it. Like, oh, Eva makes them now. Cool. I'll sign up for that. I've changed it up a little and given you 2, or you get one big one in the month. It all depends because now I can work with different layouts and stuff. Now the sticker sheet is back, but not the sticker sheet that was the really high-end one. It's more the paper planning ones. It's a vinyl sticker, but it's still thin. And anyone that has recently got them in their mystery packs, you know what they feel like, you know what they look like, so you can decide for yourself if it's worth the money. They are not limited edition. I've decided that I will put them on my shop, but I am going to charge more money for those people. So they have to buy them individually on my shop. But if I'm going to create a whole layout for like 6 people on the sticker sheets, I want to make sure like I keep using that design I worked really hard on. So just wanting to let you guys know, transparency, most things are limited edition. But I have changed the description in some of them. One of the descriptions I changed was the mini mystery pack. The reason I changed the mini mystery pack verbiage is, again, $35 to umbrella. So $35 goes towards any California sales tax for California people. It also umbrellas the cost of shipping, which can be anywhere from $4.18 all the way up to almost $6 depending on the location you live in. I do have an amazing, actually my friend was helping me fill out the envelopes one day and she's like, you have someone in, oh gosh, where are you? You're in the most vague place. Why can't I think of it? They made a movie about it. William H. Macy. Come on, help me out, guys. Why? It just literally, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, that. You live there. And I'm like, somebody even knows about me that lives there? Thank you. This is like such an honor. I get so excited about where I get a seat to ship. I was like, challenge for movie people. The mini mystery pack went down in what the retail price is. So you're really, at the end of the day, spending between $28 to $30, the extras for shipping. And I can't retail something at $50 anymore. There's just no way. So I've moved it to between, I think I put $35 to $40. So you're giving me about $28 to $30 and you're getting stuff worth $35. Fargo! Woo! Fargo. We love you, Fargo. You are seen. But yeah, my friend was like, Fargo? And I was all, yeah, dude. It's amazing. Like, I love to see where my art goes. It makes me so happy. Thank you so much. You win a million points for whatever house you are. Hufflepuff's the best. Just saying. Look at this yellow. Okay. But that's it. I want you guys to go through, read the descriptions. Don't respond today like, change it. Move it over to Shopify. Make it easier for everybody. Because at the end of the day, I do think Shopify would be a better place for you. I do. I really think it would benefit everybody if we moved it to there. I keep the same layout every month. I just changed the title of the product to be, if purchased between the 1st and the 30th, you get these items, like it'll be catered to you, and it's still a month turnover. You still wait that same 3 to 4 weeks. But it's better for me organization-wise and easy to help you guys and fix things on Sebly. But I think you're spending too much in shipping because I see what you guys are getting and I'm like, oh my gosh, they bought like 4 things, and when they're all combined in the package, the postcard technically could have just been thrown in for the price of the shipping for Stationery Club. I am so flattered that you guys have been doing this for so long without question, without any like, hey, how much really is shipping to me? Like, I get that you're umbrella-ing it, but like really when it comes down to it, how much is it to me? You could be more than what I'm asking, or it could be under. It all depends on location, and that's the most difficult thing for me right now is shipping to one place versus this place, and they're the exact same weight. It's a complete game changer. It's like, okay, it used to be like 50 cents difference. I was willing to do it. We are talking dollars now. We're talking either over $1 to just under $1 difference. And like I said, it changed like overnight with USPS. So I want you to take this away first. And if you're going to stay in the chat, I will come back to the chat now that I've gotten I can't start a conversation and bounce around too much or I will get lost. So I apologize for being so like blunt and to it, but I wanted to make sure you guys were hearing it all and deciding. If it moved to Shopify, you would get possibly, you could sign up for a newsletter and just once a month for a very generic, like typical newsletter, which by the way, I got rid of my generic newsletter. It's gone. I couldn't afford to have so many newsletters. I'm trying to hone in on one. Right now it's just for Art Hero. I got rid of my Critterosity newsletter. Now I'm willing to shift and be like, anyone can sign up on the exclusive newsletter. It's not really exclusive anymore. And I would not do the coloring book, the coloring pages. Maybe that doesn't matter to you. I won't be throwing in like extra goodies here and there. I would just use it as a generic newsletter to come out with information like once a month, do a giveaway. Maybe there'd be a voting. The problem is it's people, it would be going to anybody and they would get a say in something that they might not even be a part of. And that's a risk for me to be like, okay, I did my voting for what the design should be. And everyone and their mom wrote, and I don't know who exactly is buying this stuff. Well, Eva, you'd have all of our invoices. Can't you just write us individually? Could you imagine having to write emails or newsletters? It already takes me about 20 minutes to design an email just to send to my Critterosity Ink and Paint and to those that are doing the DIY workshop. That's just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. I don't group people. I don't want anyone to know anyone else's information. It's a lot of copy paste into like 15 to 20 emails just to get them the link, just so no one else can see it but them. So there are a lot of things that nobody knows goes on behind the scenes. Tracy would spend forever trying to organize all of the links and all of the stuff to do the workshops privately. And somebody is bringing up a great point that I do want to touch on, because like I said, honesty and communication are everything. Some people might be on this live right now that have no idea. They're not even an artist, or art hero. Welcome, by the way. I don't normally send out videos like this very often. It's usually once every 6 months. I'll have like a serious one where I'm like, hey guys, what are we doing? How are we doing this? What do you want to do? But I'm a very happy person. I'm just very confused at the way the world is going right now. It's very troubling and sad and a bummer in so many ways, but yet the joy of knowing I can succeed this. We can all enjoy each other and supporting. But we just got to find out what works for everybody. And I have to look out for me. You have to look out for you. So let's do that. Somebody said, I buy a lot during Instagram live sales. Then I do your pop shop sales. If you are doing that, first of all, thank you. But second of all, maybe canceling your Art Hero just so you can spend more during the live sales for yourself. That might be a better idea for you guys. I'm going to come back to that comment because it was a really good comment. That when someone's like, I don't remember to support you every month. Do you realize how much percentage might go down for me to get that paycheck every month? I mean, granted, I get the money throughout the whole month. It all comes in at different times, so it never feels like a lump sum. I don't make everybody handle their bill on the first. I let you guys pick and choose when you want your subscription payment to go through. You set that up when you set up your Subbly account. By the way, if you signed up on the 10th and it's reoccurring the 10th and you want to change it, you can always go into your Subbly account and say, stop billing me on the 10th. I want to be billed on the 15th for this reward. It's really easy to do. The back end of Subbly is fantastic. Like they've made it really, really easy. But also I've had people tell me, okay, I canceled Subbly because I'm going to be shopping with you live since you're going live more often. Since I'm kind of giving up physical in-person shows throughout the year. I'm doing some, but not a lot. And they said, I'd rather buy what I can see really fast and take my chances on not getting some of these items. But when I see the postcard of the month during the live sales, I'm like, I could have gotten the postcard of the month on sale during the sale. The problem is that risk you're taking of maybe not getting it. So I'm not setting them aside for people. I'm not like tucking them away. I'm like, I have 10 of these left. So between Instagram Live, Pop Shop Live, I'm gonna split them into 2 stacks and whoever gets them, gets them. So there's that. If you just joined in, you can certainly start from the beginning. I'm gonna stay live for a bit. That is pretty much all my info. So a reminder, what do you need to do right now? One, you need to decide, because I'm gonna be sending out a survey to my art heroes. That just basically says in the next newsletter, would you prefer Shopify or would you prefer this? I highly suggest listening to everything in the video before you just say, I want this. Really weigh out the options, because that's what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. Is it was supposed to all go up $2 for tracking on items. Now I'm realizing the actual merchants are upping their cost on a lot of products, and it's really hurting me. So I need to now raise my prices, right? Everything is a chain reaction. So just do what's best for you. But I do want to say, if it was on Shopify, anybody could just jump on and remember, but I'd have to be pushing a lot of sales. And I hate doing that with my Instagram, guys. It really stinks as a human to be like, remember when my Instagram was like my art and pictures of me and things like this. And now I'm like, new product. Don't forget my shop. Hey, did you know Art Hero Design? Hey, here's this. I don't want to be a promo board. I don't want to just be selling products. That's what Critterosity Shop was supposed to be. But where are my most supporters on Critterosity? So I have to use it as my reminder board and my reminder posts. I don't like to do it. I really don't. I do miss having kind of that personal aspect to my Instagram. But now you have to pick and choose when you post, where you post, what's the post. And do you want to waste a post and then not be seen on the next one later that night because you posted too much? It's so... I miss the days when it was just all in order, all simple. Anytime I posted, I knew if you opened Instagram, it would be in chronological order, and you couldn't stand the people that posted 5 things in a row. Neither could I. I would have been twice maybe a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. But that's not the case anymore. You kind of get banned or shadow banned for posting the wrong thing or not too much, or use the trigger word YouTube or TikTok on Instagram. So now no one's going to see your video. Like it is so much extra thinking in my brain. I think this is why I'm screwing up as much as I am, because I've never screwed up ordering products as much as I have in the last 2 months. Like the last 2 months has been insane. I usually will have like 3 mistakes. I have had probably 12 to 15 mistakes this month, and I am so sorry, but it's a lot of thinking when you're working by yourself. And nobody offered to come help me or for free. That is not what this is about. I am going to do this on my own. It is slowing down as every month passes. It's getting slower and slower. We will get to a good rhythm. This is just another bump in the road that I have to fix. I'm with Britastic. Hi, I just joined, going to rewind to catch up. I'm late. You're not late. You're perfectly on time. You can't be late to something that has no time on it. So thank you for being here. Wait, so on the Shopify, we can, sorry, Kristen, it's blocking part of your thing. Okay, on Shopify, we can do something different each month. So that would be another perk. Like I'm saying, I think the Shopify would be great for you guys, but you'd have to be reminded. If you're like Eva, you're in our face 24/7. I will always be reminded. I'm not worried about you. You're somebody that I think Shopify would be the best way to go. So what it would be is the exact same list that's on Subly, a metal bookmark, a stationery club, small stationery set, mystery pack, mini mystery pack, a sticker sheet, It'd be the exact same list you see exactly as it is. The only difference is you're going to see the prices drop because I wouldn't charge shipping in the price. Like right now I'm trying to cover everybody and where it's going. It's really unfair. I don't know why Subly never did you fill out where you live and we'll figure out your shipping. They just don't do shipping and they don't do sales tax. It's just a reward platform. That's it. So with that said, I'm saying I think you guys should choose Shopify. And it would get rid of my subscription to Subly, but Subly does not cost that much for me. So that's not a burden for me. I'd rather honestly have it for organization. I would have to print out everybody's invoices. Hope I don't miss anybody because Shopify doesn't have an Excel spreadsheet really. I mean, it does. That's a lie. I could download the CSV and have everybody in there, but I couldn't cater newsletters to you guys. The newsletter would just be something generic anyone can sign up for like I used to have. I just kind of got rid of it because it was getting too much to have to repeat the same information and just take out the Art Hero goodies like discount codes and all of that. Let's see. So, but yes, on Shopify, every single month you could change it and be like, that's the design. I only want it on a bookmark. It may affect me tremendously money-wise. It may make people go, instead of canceling every single thing or skipping it, I think a lot of people forget you've already paid for your old design. You didn't get a choice in that. Somebody will see my new design and skip something and I'm like, you realize this is for an upcoming month. Like you've already paid for it. This is not, like this is the end of the month that you've already paid for. Now I'm telling you what you just paid for as a surprise. It's a mystery every month. Some people think it's the new design for the new month and they're like, I'm going to skip it this month so I don't get that design. It's not the way it works. It's always been, I'm just supporting you. Whatever I get, I don't get upset. But with Shopify, you would probably either add on a ton of new stuff and be like, I love this design. I want it on everything. And you send me $500. That'd be fantastic. But it might shoot myself in the foot if we move to Shopify and you can pick and choose things and be like, I just want a postcard. And if everybody did that, I wouldn't have the steady-ish paycheck, right? But like I said, let's say, and I try to give things ratios or numbers like out of my head. Let's say I made $100 on Art Hero Monthly, okay, for the month. I made $100. I pull that all in at the end of the month and I'm like, okay, over all these days of payments, it's a total of $100. I now have to take this money and buy everybody's stuff with it or make everybody's stuff. About 75% of it is gone. So it's not like I'm pulling in $100. I'm pulling in about $25. So yes, it may sound great or like I have like 50 subscribers. I still have to buy the product with this money. So it's not like I just keep 100% of it. The only 100% that I get to keep is anything that is a digital reward with no physical shipping. So that could be Critterosity Ink and Paint, or time-lapse video, which is why I've created the wallpaper option, which is why I've upped the price of the physical reward that comes with the DIY workshop. So just like letting you guys know, when you place $100 order with me on my shop, I now have to go buy all the products, and some of those products, the quantity is 10. So I have to pre-buy 9 other people's hopeful purchases just to get you the one. And like I always say, it's worth it. But is it smart business? No. But do I love it? Yes. And I don't want to stop doing it. So don't be like, I'm not going to buy any stickers, because you always have to buy like 10 every time. Don't think about me or my well-being. Think about your well-being. The only place you can think about my well-being is being an art hero. That's it. That's the only time I'm going to ask you to put me in front of you and what you're contributing to my business. Okay, that's it. So yeah, I have to raise the prices. I have not changed sticker, magnet, or postcard, I think, since I started. They've always been $5. You guys, that's like 7 years of only charging $5. No inflation, no nothing, just $5. As you know, those postcards are very lovely. They're very pretty, and they're very expensive, and I believe shipping is $28 a month to get them to me. And that's no rush shipping. So that one I will be very, very, very transparent on. And when you divide 28 by like 100 postcards, you'll figure out what the percent or how much each one would technically play into that price. And so it's a lot of sitting down and being like, wait, am I even making money? Wait a minute, how much does this cost me? And then if I doubled everything, then Art Heroes aren't necessarily getting a discount. If I needed to make double that, if I pulled in $100 and I needed to double it, I would do $100, and then I'd be like, okay, well, we need to make that $200. But I'm not about living a fancy lifestyle. I could live in this little room and be so happy for the rest of my life, as long as you're still here for me. Like, you're still cheering me on, whether it be money or just watching on Instagram and lives and just going, yeah, I'm just here to watch. This is awesome. I'll take it. But as someone, a very smart business person once told me, is if your business is breaking even, you're doing your business bad. If you lose money, you're doing your business bad. To make money is to be a good business. So unfortunately, to live and survive and pay rent and pay car and pay bills, just like you guys, I also have to start to say, as much as I love you guys, it's not me. This shipping is killing me. It's killing me. I was shipping the mirror, and the mirror was costing me more money than the actual reward. This only started when shipping changed. It's not before that. Before that, I would have just canceled it. But I was getting pretty close. I think I was making like $1 off of every mirror I would sell. So I am getting rid of mirrors. And this is where I've told everybody, if you don't cancel it by the end of February, after your payment goes through for mirror one last time, then I just go in and do it. I just cancel it for you. So if you get those notifications, don't say I didn't warn you guys, because I'll be sending newsletters out to all of my art heroes and reminding you guys like, hey, if you don't go into your account and do this for me, I have to physically do it, which does take time. I'm willing to do it for people, especially those that literally are like, I don't even know how I signed up. Because I've been that person. I had that kind of deal today. Somebody asked me to be in a free art show, and I was like, wait, I have to like sign up like on a newsletter just to be in one show? And I did it, but I was very confused by it, and I still had to do that. So I love the comments coming in. I love that nobody's yelling at me. Thank you so much. I could really do without any yelling at me. This is just life, and we're going into, whether this is a depression, I don't know. But money is tight for everyone. It's not just small businesses, like I say in my vlog. It's everybody. Every single person I know in my life is like, oh man, this is really tough. And I'm like, okay, well, if it's tough for you, then who needs art? Who needs art in their life? Like, I'm going to be gone. It's going to happen. I'm going to whittle away. I'm going to melt away. I'm melting. But at least I gave it the old college try, right? Like, I kept in business for 8 years. So I'm very proud of myself, and I'm very proud of the amazing humans I have built through this community. But I also know when to call it quits. And right now, it ain't that time. Not yet. I haven't pulled every rabbit out of my hat yet. I'll do whatever I have to. But I really appreciate all these kind comments, you guys, of like, raise the prices. You have to charge what you need to charge. Like, I love you guys. This is awesome. As long as Janet the chicken still gets feed. Sorry, Dana, to tell you this. I don't want to break this to you. Both of our chickens died. So I'm sorry. I'm not trying to laugh. It's an awkward laugh of like, oh, poor Dana. I'm so sorry. Greg and I have already cried. So we're past that one. It happened a long time ago. I'm so sorry. We had a hawk come and take both of them. So that was not a great day for Greg. Greg has found now 3 animals within a year scattered amongst all of the land at his mom's house. This is life. Who knew it would take a dark turn here? Dana's like, as long as Janet. Oh, unless you're talking about Janet from the plastic Janet. Okay. But I love that. Again, this is just, you can leave now, you can stay, you can chat. I just wanted to be here for everybody to catch up and kind of get to this point to be like, okay, let me ask some questions. I think 18 to 19, 20 of you have been here jumping in, whether you're an art hero, you're not, you've been a past one, and you're considering like, if she makes those changes, then I might come back. Or, oh, I wanted the screensaver wallpaper. I'm glad that's there. I know that supporting with even $2 a month, it can be very trying. I got it. You know, we're all reorganizing our lives in 2024. I strongly dislike that this platform, Subly, forces me to kick you guys off to sign back up on things. Doesn't mean cancel your account, just means cancel the reward and then you have to sign up on a new reward. I'm sorry that it makes it to where the USPS has made me raise my prices anywhere from $2 or more. That breaks my heart. I mean, I sat here staring at these prices going, who would pay this? And I said, Eva, listen to yourself. They're not paying for the product, they're paying for you. They want you to survive, and if it costs an extra $2 to do that, maybe they'll be willing. And so that's why I wanted to start off with, again, you guys have heard it before. To support me as an art hero is to support me, Eva, as I don't remember getting a physical paycheck unless I was doing freelance art for a company. That's it. I do not write myself a paycheck at the end of the week. That is known as bad business. You're supposed to pay yourself at the end of every week. I don't. To me, it's my whole soul. This is my whole everything. Like you guys, I'm not just some artist with 10 million followers and I can barely talk to you. Like I'm here. I want to talk. I want to try to like keep you guys around because obviously it's no surprise. I need you guys, but also I want that relationship to be there of how much I really genuinely support each and every one of you. When I'm filling out your order, I'm like, oh, that's right. They were playing bingo and they won this. Oh, they were there for the movie night. That's cool. I think of each one of you, and it's funny because Greg will even come in and say, hey, did so-and-so like what they got? And I'm like, how do you remember that name? And it's just somebody that maybe during a time I was like, yeah, I totally screwed up their order. And then he'll remember. Greg's really good with names. He'll remember the name and he'll come back and be like, so what's going on with that? Do you still talk to them? I'm like, that was during the pandemic, but yeah, we still talk, you know, like Greg's even involved in what I'm doing. It's really awesome. It's just really awesome to know that even if you don't live close, I still have relationships with you guys through bingo nights. Now we're doing private live sales. If you guys didn't know that, it's something I'm adding on now. Again, if I leave Subly, I can't do the private live sale for Art Heroes. I totally forgot to touch on one more topic. Maybe you leave Art Hero, but you want the behind the scenes, little fun, little wallpapers from time to time, the simple stuff. For $2.99 a month on Instagram, I do that there. And I try to remind them, like some weeks I'm on fire and I'm just sending them a ton of stuff or I'm having conversations. And then a week I'll just be kind of quiet. But in a matter of a month, they get well over $2.99. And they've said it time and time again, like, you're right, Eva, like we do. And I'm like, yeah, but it's easy for me to upkeep with that, and I can do private live sales with them on Instagram because I can hit the subscriber only live. Can't really do that with you guys, and if you go to Shopify, I really can't because every month people will be rotating in and out, so I couldn't really call you art heroes. I would, if you make that purchase that month, then you'd be considered an art hero, but I wouldn't have like a dedicated list to art heroes anymore. And if you're on the exclusive newsletter, you've left and you're like, why is she still there's an unsubscribe at the very bottom. You can unsubscribe from anything that I send you. So yeah, let's see. I hope she starts taking questions soon. You guys can ask any questions you want. Were there other questions? About Art Hero, not random other stuff. Let's see, I'm reading through the top stuff. Bonus perks and support. Yep, that's why you're here. Remember, this is going to be saved, so I'm trying not to hit on anything that doesn't really qualify with tonight's conversation. Let's see. Thank you for saying my prices are fair. Are the bookmarks going to be tempered? I don't know what tempered means. You'll have to break that down for me. Thank you for thinking the metal bookmarks are cool. I don't know because I'm joining the reading world, which by the way, we updated the book club. So there are more reading options on there for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about. Where have you been? I've been trying to share it, and there is a QR code on the back of all the collectible library cards. Excited about the bookmarks. Thank you so much. Let's see. Have I ever thought of doing the digital planner? I kind of touched on that, but I'm not a stationary digital planner type person. There's some people that are really good at going into canva.com and just using their characters on stuff. I could do something like that. I know that's what they do because I've seen the same like repetitive printout calendars and stuff, and all they're doing is just plugging the new month or like their particular look. I'm open to doing something like that if you want to talk about it, but me doing like layouts and calendars or planner sheets, or like there's one girl that I specifically bought from, this was a while ago, but I paid for her planner that's digital. I just realized I don't like to work on my tablet outside of drawing. I don't really turn to it for things like that, but she does a digital planner, and I paid for it and I downloaded it, and I used it for a little bit, but it just, as cool as it was, everything was like interlocked and how she did it. Now, of course, I don't know where it is. There we go. So she made the 2013 planner. No, 2023, sorry. But I bought it in like 2022. Or maybe early 2023. Sorry, you guys can't really see that. But yeah, you were talking about Plastic Janet. That's okay. I just didn't know. And when you said fed, I was like, we don't really feed her. Quarters maybe. Yes. So Erica, if you want to get back to me on what your thoughts are in the chat, I would love to talk more about the planner idea with you. If you can figure it. Okay, let's see. You're asking about my cats. Thank you for saying that you love my pens. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, I'm just reading through these. Okay, I think I'm almost caught up with all the comments. Let's see. I worked for a small business coffee shop that had to get rid of a very popular drink special that everyone still offered. They lost 30% of their businesses, but their profit went way up. Jocelyn, you like nail on the freaking head right there. That's what I'm saying is this might open a door. If it moves to Shopify, it might open a door for even more. Or people are going to be like, wait a minute, I was spending like $30 a month to do these 3 rewards. Why is it less? It's not me overselling it or that I'm going to cut the price a whole bunch. What I'm saying is that what I'm doing is I have to group everything with shipping. So that way I don't send you all individual shipping. Could you, again, that would take hours to be like, hi, can you pay this invoice? And you know how many people don't check their email like I do on a regular basis. It gets sent to their junk mail, even though they signed up for something. And there's easily over 50 people a month. Easily. I'm not saying it's 100. I'm not saying it's less than 50 or, only 50. I'm just saying it ranges. Every month I gain new people and I lose people, and then I gain people and I lose people. And some months I lose 20 people. It really depends on the month and what people are going through for themselves, or, hey, I gave Eva some money. Now I want to go support this other small shop. That's awesome. I love that. You want to spread out all the love. That's really cool. Thank you, Dana, for being sorry still. So maybe this would make people be like, oh, you're making it so much easier for me. I will pretty much do it every month, or the months they don't, maybe somebody else notices. I don't know. But I would still promote it on my Instagram. I would still do things that would make you guys be like, oh, trigger, I need to go sign up on Shopify. I would love a digital planner with Critterosity characters. And what would the planner look like for you, Erica? What are you looking for? what is a digital planner for you? Because I've seen them with months, I've seen them with to-do, task lists, the little kind of grid box with something else. Like, would you want it different all the time? Sorry, I'm doing that thing where I drag words on and nobody likes that. Okay, sorry. With Critterosity stickers for the planner as well. Got it. I love that. And I know that my girl Catnip, okay, I just want to say, I've been doing a lot of ideas on my own, but Catnip really does, like, she drives home, like, things that I really like, and I'm like, ooh, that'd be cool. She does digital planners that you can print out at home. I've also told people just go to, like, your local Staples or Kinko's or something and print it out there on, like, better paper. But some people have really good printers. We're here for you, Bug and Doll. Everyone's lives are getting more expensive. It's just how life is right now. Glad you're doing what you need to support your life. Thank you so much, and thank you for being a part of that change and being okay with it. I'd be lying if I didn't say it hasn't been, I'm telling you, from pandemic to now, I did not expect to be struggling this hard in like actual pandemic, people still kind of coming out of it, being a little on edge, not knowing what was going on. It's been about a good 2 years, and now I'm back to square one. I'm back to the girl in 2015 going, how do I gain people? And you're here, but it can't, I try to say it in the nicest way I possibly can, is I can't depend on the same people all the time. I can't do that. I can't live the rest of my life going, this is my dedicated shopping group and they are only going to support me for the rest of my life. Like, I can't do that. I have to meet new people. This isn't about you, this is about me. No, I'm just kidding. So I want my regulars always. I love them. They're fam. I tell them, if you just can join the live and you can't shop, just be there. Like, just make a night of it. Hang out, talk to your friends. Like, it just feels better when like the chat's happening and things are happening. But when I'm selling live and someone's like, I don't have any more money to spend on you, I'm like, it's not about that. Don't make me feel bad. I want you to be here because you want to be here, you know? Like, I want to be that place that you get excited to come hang out in a live, you know? Instead of being on Twitch watching girls talking to weird microphones that look like ears. Whatever. I mean, whatever floats your boat. Greg watches those. He's like, this is so interesting. And I'm like, hey, to each their own, man. If that girl can score a bunch of money, you go right on for it, young lady. I just won't be doing that. Thank you. I'm all confused, says Renee, but I just need to go to Subly and look at it. No, that's great. And if you have any questions, I even put in the description. If you guys don't read my descriptions when I do a live, please open it up and look at what the description says on YouTube. Please allow me to share all of the changes and why I've done it. Ask a few questions to think more about what I should do for 2024 Art Hero. At the end, I will allow those that are live and signed into their YouTube to use the chat and ask questions throughout, which you guys have been doing. Thank you. I will answer the questions at the end of the video. This way you can watch the video first and get through all the changes and then ask your questions, because nobody likes when it's like rambled on and on. I wanted just to get my thoughts out and then have you guys be like, okay, now we can have a conversation. Who has the conch? No, I'm just joking. This way you can watch the video first, get through all the changes, and then ask questions. If you're watching at a later date, you can certainly reach out through leaving a comment, or you can email or DM privately. And believe me, there will be people that are like, do I cancel now and sign back up? No, don't do that. Never cancel and sign up in the same month. You'll end up paying double and you'll get 2 of them. I don't want to do refunds. I don't want to order too many products and find out it's wrong. So I can run through it again for anyone that needs it. As soon as I read these next comments, it's kind of slow in the chat, so it's good. I'm going to repeat how to move forward to help me. If anything says new on critterosity.subly.me, it's the landing page. If anything says new in front of it and you're on that reward, take note of what I'm going to be telling you. That's what I'm going to start with. I know you love your pretty postcards, but I'd rather pay $6 for a basic postcard. Jocelyn! Hey, I like that. Let's see. I completely get that. For me, it would be a planner with all 12 months with a lot of space on the day. I use my planners as journals. Maybe, Erica, you can send me photos of anything, even if it's images from the internet to kind of go on. I'm such a visual person that like every month, I guess, you would get a printout and then I'd make digital stickers to go with that. So that's kind of what I'm getting from you. I think that's right. And then enough space, but then I'm like, how do you Do you do several pages on that to give you enough space? I remember the giveaways for every time you got another 1K subs on Insta until you reached 10K. Yeah, then it got crazy because that's when the pandemic hit. I was at 10K when the pandemic hit, and then the whole world showed up, and I was like, Magoo! And I did stop. So yeah, I slowed that down. Actually, I do have a giveaway for Valentine's Day coming up. But it got to the point where every 1K was happening so fast, and that sounds so snotty, that I was doing a lot of teaming up and collaboration during that time. So it went from 10K to 11K to 12K, like every 1,000 I had to reach, right? It was insane. It was like 500, 600, 700, 800, because it would happen like overnight. And that's how I got up to 20K. As soon as the pandemic stopped, it got a little bit harder. I've spent 2 years getting to the number it is. But again, how many people are on this live? 20. And that's why I tell everyone I started to learn the number on Instagram meant nothing. It was like a bunch of people that had like forced follows when someone would do a giveaway, and they're like, you have to follow Critterosity. I was like, great, make them follow me if they don't like me. And then they'd forget to unfollow me. But yeah, Jocelyn, I do have some more giveaways coming. I do. Thank you so much. Like your hardcover planner, but digital with characters and colorful. Okay. I think money's tight for a lot of people, but my Critterosity shopping is literally the only time I spend money. That is insane to me, Britastic, what you're saying. Like, my brain can't even fathom that. I'm like, I don't know. You don't go into Target and just walk around and shop. That's what all my friends do. They're like, I didn't need anything, but I just walked through Target and left with like $500 worth of product. To know that I'm someone's Target, it's like weird. It's so weird when you guys keep showing up in like the best possible way. So thank you very much. I agree with Britt. I put myself in pin jail and cut back on streaming services, but not ready to cut back on Critterosity. I appreciate that. What sweet words you guys are saying. Makes a good point in general. During the recessions, etc., people keep the small splurges and cut out the large. Agreed. Not laminating that you don't do. I get what you're saying. It was just a fun time. Jocelyn, this is what conversation is. I want to know what makes you guys excited. Did you like the giveaways? Were they fun? Did you just like to leave a comment and hope you win something? I did notice a few people that were sore losers that I didn't really know. And they were like, every time you do it, it's like the same winners. I'm like, I use a spinning wheel on an app. Like, it doesn't know that these people just won. There's different times that I generate the spinning wheel. So, that's why I honestly, one of the main reasons I was glad not to use Patreon is Patreon doesn't allow you to do any kind of exclusives, and it's nice to have Instagram still be like, yeah, you can do giveaways, yeah, we don't care, I can walk through Target and not see, that's me. That is 100. I was like, whatever, Target. No offense to Target people. Greg's family loves Target. They love Target. I go into Target and I'm like, it's a black shirt for $15. What? It's called thrifting. And Greg's really good at thrifting, but he's one of those guys that walks through like the what is it called? Not the like soaps and shampoos, and he's like, oh, this is a cool new shampoo, and I'm like, we don't need it. We already have a shampoo. And he's like, but don't you want to try it? It says cooling sensations. I'm like, no, my brain is good. My hair is fine. I'll be fine. I'm good with Head and Shoulders. That's where I live. So it's just really funny that like I can go into a store and not spend anything. Maybe it's the way I grew up. Maybe I don't know. Like I said, my biggest spending is on food and when I would go to the movies. But I really don't go to the movies anymore. I've been like maybe twice in the last 4 months. Yeah, I'm doing everything at home now. I love being at home. I think that's something the pandemic taught me too, was make your home your oasis. And I love where I live, and I am very thankful for what I have. And I lived in a tiny apartment with our roommate and Greg and myself, and I was doing everything out of my dining room. And it was small. It was a littles. And our bedroom was little, so it felt like we all couldn't escape each other. If you were in the living room, you basically saw somebody in one of the rooms with the door open, and you're like, you could just look over and I could see Greg watching the TV in that room, and I'm like,
it's so little in here for all three of us, and like me trying to do art in the dining room. But I was so thankful because the pandemic was like, make your home everything, because you never know like when you might be in this situation again. And now I like it so much, I'm always at home. And you know what else happens? I know I work from home, but if I wasn't and had to go to work, I would come right back home and I would just, nobody talk to me. I have a custom Benny and June on my wall that I look at every day. Lots of smiles. Jocelyn, wow, things that I forget. Yeah, Benny and June. So I guess that's it. I mean, I came here to give you guys some time. I've been on for over an hour. Hopefully the beginning of it was educational. No, I don't need answers today, like I said, but I think by the end of next week, I'm going to send out a little Excel spreadsheet saying like, okay, one, who wants to go to Shopify? Who wants to stay with Subly? It would be a majority vote. There is no way to be like, well, here's what I'm going to do. I genuinely want the group to say, I would rather be on Shopify now that I've listened to the explanation, because it's going to save you money. But that money you save, you might be able to support something else you like. It doesn't all have to be spent on me. It doesn't. I just am more like, you guys are spending a lot in shipping that is unnecessary. And there's no way for me to fix it on Subly. Like, I can't. The only thing I could do is when I go to ship it, I'm like, I owe you $1. I owe you $2. I owe you 50 cents. Like, that would just be too much. And I don't have that time. I had time to sit down today because I cleared out time to do this and then do a digital commission live. But yeah, I just don't have time. And also, I do not have the hopes of me opening commission spots up again on Art Hero, only on my shop, because it became so catered to just those people, and they were like, I am not budging. Oh, you could put it to $500. I ain't going to go anywhere. And it's like, well, I'm never going to do that. I'm never, ever, ever going to charge crazy amounts of money. It will go up in price because I know they're worth it, but like, it just became people yelling at me all the time about it's unfair that I don't cancel them after every month and let new people sign up. And it wasn't fair to the people on it to be like, hi, can you get off of it? So and they're like, no, I'm dedicated. I'm here. And I was like, yeah, I don't want you to go anywhere. But that ate up all of my time. All of my time. I had no flexibility on that. And goodness gracious, do I love those people for supporting that as long as they did. They got me through some jams in life. They were there from like the get-go of when I opened it. But I will be opening up more commissions online throughout the year. I'm trying to get through the ones from last year right now. They have to be done by the middle of March. I'm trying to finish them all this week, but I do have other things going on. So you love the metal bookmarks because you did get them. What is best for you, Subly or Shopify? Honestly, Shopify would be best for you guys, but the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I think what Jocelyn said was like, when the company cut out the most favorite drink, everyone was sad about it, but their profits went up. And I think at this point, Shopify needs more attraction. It needs people to be on there more, because I'm spending more on Shopify than I am on Subly. And I need to pay that bill every month. And it's not anything crazy. It's doable. But it's like nobody really wants to go on my Shopify. That could be very much so a me problem because of my website. I'm not a web designer. I've tried the Shopify templates. They just don't work for what I offer. I've made so many changes, and then the second I want to add something to prints, like if, let's say, I add a new canvas size, I'd have to go into every single listing and add it. So it's like part of me is like, start a website from the ground up. And I'm like, no, this took you years to make. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. If they want to shop, they will. So yeah, not thinking about us. What platform do you want to be on? I think Shopify. I really appreciate you guys asking me my opinion. Thank you very much. I think Shopify, because I can do the Excel spreadsheet. It's called a CSV report, and you just type in from month to month. I download it, and then I group Art Hero Monthly, which is the title of it. It groups everybody on that, and it would be another spreadsheet, just like I have with Subly. It would save you guys money on shipping. It would be the exact shipping, so I wouldn't feel bad. I know the weight of every single item, so as you add it to your cart, it adds up all the ounces and the weights, and then it knows exactly how much to ship. Because think about how much money I might be overspending on the ones that aren't covering the shipping. I think Shopify would be the best way. I'm terrified because people forgetting me. It's kind of been the story of what Instagram's become, is people have forgotten about me. People that used to be like, guys, I repeat it because the number is so solid in my head of what I remember. During the pandemic, when people had nothing better to do, there was 80 people easily on my live shopping sales. I don't know why they did it. I don't know why you guys were there for that and how insane. And people still have like 20 shoppers and they're like, I didn't get anything. And I'm like, there's only 20 people here. 80 was an average day. And when I'd go live, there'd be like 50 people watching me draw live. And like, it was the most glorious, wonderful feeling during a time of such sadness. And now I post, and again, when you see the number at the top of my Instagram, I'm like, you guys, if this is not proof of how it doesn't work anymore, like Instagram literally is, it's not just that nobody sees me because they don't want, it's that they never get to see the posts. And then what happens? Out of sight, out of mind. Disappearing is one of the scariest things to me, like scariest things. I watch those like actors from like old TV shows that like can't even get a job anymore, and you feel so bad for them, and you're like, I remember you're still like a hero in my eyes, you know? I don't ever want to be gone from the world. I worked so hard to be seen during the pandemic, before the pandemic. I have been sitting here trying to stay afloat in the age I'm in. No offense to you 40-year-old and ups that are great at social media, but I have no idea what I'm doing. It's a guessing game. And then now I have to make commercials for Pop Shop, which I really don't do very much. I know it's awful, but I'm just using my Instagram bio to like tell you guys where I'm going to be, and using my little DM messenger on Instagram with the little bubble at the top of your DM messages. It's like, I'm packaging orders right now. It's a whole nother place and another monster. So that's the part that like scares me, is if I switch to Shopify, are people going to go, oh, the reminder's gone. Oh, I don't see her on Instagram anymore. Haven't noticed her, and I'm not supporting anymore. But I'm willing to take that risk right now. I think I'm willing to have the shift. I think 2024 is about the shift. Everybody figuring out what's new and what's going on. I am doing my sales have been great, you guys, because of you. My Instagram live sale, my Pop Shop live sales, now I just joined a YouTube live sale where I do that. I had a private live sale with just my Instagram subscribers. I'm doing one for Art Hero for February. There will be an invite link to go to a private YouTube stream. And it's the exact same way as I do on Instagram, but like those are really helping me right now. Like people are still wanting to shop live, so thank you. And I plan on getting more to the Cricut, making more sticker sheets, doing all that, but I am trying to get through the chaos that I have created for myself in January is like spilling over into February. Let's see, I signed up for TikTok Shop. The problem is it is so difficult in comparison to like Pop Shop that I was like, it's like Etsy, but for TikTok. It's all, what kind of material is it? What's the weight of it? Also, you didn't fill out this form. And I'm like, I filled that form out like 4 times in the last month. And then it started asking me things that were making me feel very uncomfortable to give them information on. Like it wants photos of your license. It wants photos. Pop Shop never did that. And it is TikTok. There is quite the concern with TikTok. So I decided, it's taken me almost 4 months to figure out TikTok Shop. It's not worth it. And I did watch some other people cover TikTok Shop and said how annoyed people are at the shopping and the ads. So I was like, I don't think TikTok's for me for that. I'll just keep it as that. But I've been on TikTok Shop. I mean, I'm signed up for it, but I can't get past it. It won't let me actually start selling. It keeps saying I haven't submitted all my information, but I know I sent them a photo of my driver's license, and the whole time I did it, my stomach was getting upset. I was like, I don't like sending people just like my info out to wherever. And then it never fails. Like a week later, you get like nonstop text messages and calls from companies you don't know. And I'm like, is this because I signed up for that? Let's see. I'm fine with, I love supporting my art friends, and I know how shipping is after dealing with it myself. You do what's best for you. Thank you so much, Kelly, for weighing in. I appreciate that. Shopify seems to be the way of the future for a lot of small businesses. Not mad about it. I shopped a very large launch yesterday, and that platform handled it very well. Jocelyn, you are like giving me some good stuffs here. I like the automatic. By the way, TikTok Shop, I've shopped from two times. Because Greg got something from TikTok, and then one day I saw something I wanted to try out. So I ordered it, and then I ordered a pair of pants maybe like 2 weeks later. I hadn't even like necessarily gotten the other thing yet. I've been refunded on both of them. It took almost a month for each of them to write back and say, we've refunded you. There are no longer these products in stock. And then the other one was like, we've refunded you. The person took too long to ship it to you. I was like, well, thank you for refunding me. And I trust that, saying thank you very much. But I never got the products that I ordered. So another reason why I was like, forget you, TikTok Shop. Let's see. I am the automatic payments because I don't have to think about it. I'm so forgetful in bills and payments. Thank you so much for sharing that too. Like I said, I'm going to make an Excel spreadsheet, and that's how I do everything is Google Docs. And I'm just going to say, here's your chance to weigh in. Where should we be? Should we be Shopify and you save possibly more money and you can change up your rewards anytime you want? You wouldn't have to hit the skip button, or you're like, oh, I was supposed to turn that off and I forgot. Like once you make your payment for that month, you're done. And then you come back. I definitely could be a reminder. And if you're on this newsletter, if you're on Art Hero, I would just change it. It just wouldn't be Art Hero. It would be open to everybody, and it would just have the updates once a month. If I do a coloring page, then I do a coloring page for everybody, but it wouldn't be like super targeted to like Art Hero only. I use my hands a lot. I'm seeing myself behind you guys, and I'm like, and over here. I shouldn't have stressed you out about TikTok. I was teasing. It's okay. I'm not stressed. I want people to know why I haven't joined TikTok Shop. And Whatnot was another one I was on. That was drama. That was like too much. And what stinks is I keep getting followers on there, and I'm like, I ain't going back. Maybe as the shopper it's great, but as the payout issue, is there absolutely no way? Sorry, it's this heart covers it. Oh, right. I have the same thing on my phone. I can actually see. Hello, thank you. Is there absolutely no way to have a subscription listing on Shopify? I don't want it in two different places. It gets like really confusing. What I have done, I don't know if you have noticed, I've actually added an extra week for people to get a few of the items that I mass order. So the magnets, the stickers, the postcards, those are easy because I can order them at a decent bulk. And then whatever's left over goes to live sales, right? So when I order the postcard of the month, maybe 60 people want that reward. I'm left with 40. So I know I have a little give. I have created listings for last minute. I want to test it out, basically. It is kind of my way. It was kind of my way to kind of ease into it and be like, do I like this? And sure enough, their invoice sits there for 3-ish weeks. And then when I'm ready to fulfill it, they get it sent to them just like my Art Heroes do. They have to wait like that full 3 to 4 weeks to get it shipped. There is a way to still do it, but I don't want both places. Both places would be like way too confusing. I think I'd miss things. But since you're having ideas, maybe I could. Maybe we have it both and you choose which one. Just know, if you're supporting one reward, I would say stick with Subly. If you're supporting several rewards, I then would do the Shopify one if I was offering both. By the way, great question. Freaking great question. If I sign up for the wallpaper today, does that get me the current month, or do I wait until March? You wait until month. But the wallpapers are easy. The reason I make people wait is because I'll have people change their mind, and if I had already shipped or sent it to them, they'd be like, oh, can I have my money back? And I'd be like, you already got your product. So with the wallpapers, I'm willing to do it within like the first week of order. So you paid for it for February. You're not paying for the January design that I finished of the Squash Sprouts. You'd be waiting for when I'm done with the next one. So you probably get it like the first week of the new month. It's the best way to put it. I'm sorry. I think I confused myself. If you are, I'm going to flip can I flip my camera around? I don't think I can show you guys an example because I'd have to use someone's page and I can't do that. I can't give away information. If you guys open your Subly account and you're with me right now, you're with me. I can't see it exact, I don't think. Maybe ours looks similar. Let me just open a random person so at least I know what's on the page. What's on the page? All right, let me type in somebody's. I won't say who. I'm going to look at it. So if you open your Subly account and you were sitting here going, I'm a little confused, okay? I'm going to tell you exactly the breakdown. For me, it shows me their subscriptions in the top box, okay? It'll tell me if it's active or canceled. I can see all their subscriptions they've ever been on from beginning to end, but I can see if it's active or not. Then in the order section, it'll tell me the status. It's awaiting delivery, which I don't use their delivery checkoff. I did that one time and everyone's like, I literally got the last 9 months of deliveries all in one day saying it was delivered. So I stopped using it. You guys know when you get stuff. It tells me if it's awaiting delivery and it says the shipping date. That all is kind of garbage, but it will say what you paid for. Stationery Club, you choose the design, was paid for on February 24th. Like, this thing is not hiding any information. It's telling you everything you've paid for. If you paid in February for that reward, and maybe you're changing it or you're ready to move to the new thing, or maybe you're like, hey, let me see if the Shopify thing comes up in March. You can literally cancel today. As long as your payment went through for that reward, you're done. You don't need to keep it. You don't have to worry if you hit cancel, it's going to cancel your payments. You've already paid. You've already paid me. You can cancel anything you want. If your payment has not gone through in February for a reward that you want to get, reminder, I come out with a design at the end of the month. So you're signing up in February not knowing what the design is. The squatches are for January. I came out with that. I told you guys you have a few more days to get any rewards you want with this design on it. You can go on my Shopify and sign up and pay full price, but you only get a few of the options. If your payment has not gone through for the stationery of the month and your payment normally goes through on February 25th, then wait till February 25th and cancel it right after. Like, set some alarms on your phone, put some stuff in your calendar, write Post-it notes wherever, like put them in your freaking bathroom. Put a Post-it note in your bathroom so you're brushing your teeth, like, right, cancel that, right? You know, sometimes our phones don't alert us well. It tells you when your invoices went through and that you paid them. Like, this is all the stuff I can see on this person's. Shipping history doesn't matter because I don't use their shipping. Transaction, exactly how you paid. MasterCard, 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 MasterCard. So it's as easy as going in, clicking the 3 little dots. There should be 3 little dots on the side of your reward. If you click on the 3 dots, it's, for me, I see plan configuration, attach subscription add-on, that I don't even know what that is. Change renewal date. See, I can do it. You can do it too. Apply a coupon, change the shipping setup, which there is no shipping. It's just the date. Change what day you're going to ship it, which I don't use theirs. Change subscription product. I don't even know how that works. So again, these are things I don't even mess with. Change payment source. I can't do that. Let me see what happens. I can't see your credit card. It says I can add a new payment source, but I think I'd have to like call you and be like, hi, what's your credit card information? I'll never do that. Change successful shipment count. Don't know what that is. Pause subscription, cancel subscription. So those are 3 dots at the end of that. Okay, I'm going to come back to the chat. You guys are still here. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you so much. You're just listening to my face right now. I'm so sorry. You're sitting at home, probably eating food, going, God, this girl, is she going to go live and do a painting live or something live? I don't know. She got the place she got to be. Just kidding. Okay. Like the automatic payments, I shouldn't have, let's see. Is there absolutely no way, right? We did that one. If I sign up for the wallpaper today, does that get me current month or do I wait till March? If you don't, because you don't know what February's is, you can take the risk. You can take the risk and sign up. But reminder, if you cancel anything that went through, do not sign up for it again until the new month. You've already paid for it this month. I've had so many people not listen to that instruction and they sign up for it again. They cancel the bookmark. They've already paid for it. And then they sign up for the bookmark because they're so afraid to miss it in March. And I'm like, but we're still in February. So you cannot. Okay, I like that have options to change. So I'm really leaning towards Shopify, but I do like the convenience of it coming out every month. For us, it just says manage. Okay, then it gives us all the options. I don't even see manage. I only see the options to join. And you're in your account, Renee. So let's just say, Renee, like right now, you want to know something. I could go into your account and literally say, cancel that. That's why I said, if you really can't figure out, write me. Just give me a list. Like, I want to cancel this. I want to cancel this. Signing up, I won't do for you. I won't add anything. I'll only get rid of something or skip something for you. If you skip longer than 2 months on Subly, that's when I remove you from exclusive newsletters, because that means people have gone, oh, I still get the exclusive newsletters with discounts and voting with rewards and all the fun stuff. Well, I'm just going to stay skipped and not pay a penny. And those are the people I eventually go, no. And no. It might slip through the cracks from time to time, but I do figure it out, because it'll tell me when I do my printouts that they're on the reward, but they skipped it. So I can see. Don't worry. I get it. You're doing the hustle. We understand you. But do we? Stealing from artists, the lowest of the low. But if you skip 1 or 2 months, I understand that. I totally get it, in the hopes that you'll be back by the 3rd month. But when you start skipping 4 or 5 months, like some peeps were doing, I was like, no, I see you. But I also applaud them, because I'm like, hey, way to try to get something for free. I understand. I'm enjoying listening while I'm painting. Well, thank you, Dana. I'm glad my worrisome voice of, what's the world become these days? Chicken hawk stole my chickens. We don't want to do that. We don't want to annoy you. But yeah, I'm here to help. That's why I wanted to do this live. I was like, people are going to get my MailChimp newsletter and then be like, oh my gosh, she's live. Wait, I have a question. And I want to be here for people so they don't have to send a million emails. It's just a quick chat like, how do I get rid of this? Just tell me what you want to let go of, and I can do it for you right now. I can tell you when I last saw something charged, but I believe you guys can see it very similar to me. I even get an event log that tells me show all events. They paid on Saturday. They paid on Saturday. They paid on Saturday. They paid again on Saturday for another reward. I can see like what you've paid. I can see your address. Don't worry, I'm not a creeper. I don't do anything weird or look up where you live. I don't want to know. Part of that is the mysteriousness of our relationship. I like to keep things spicy. I don't know. She's a tired girl. But if you guys don't have any more questions, and there's nothing else I can really help with live, there will be another newsletter to kind of break this down in writing, because some of you are not visual. Some of you are some of you are visual like me, and you can't really hear my words and make sense of them. But you should be able to log into your Subly account the same way you signed up. And if you don't have that link, you just let me know and I give you the link and you sign in. And you should be able to change whatever you want. I know you can, because I watch people do it all day. I see people skip, people cancel, people add, people remove. So I know there are buttons to do it. And look for 3 dots that are not close, because even when I'm looking at my dashboard on a person's account, it's like all the way right. And if you watched my recent vlog, quantities, no bueno. This is the same issue, is like where the 3 dots are to change that reward. Like you have to go all the way to the right to see 3 little tiny dots that are barely there. And then there's all your options when you do it. But if it doesn't look the same as mine, I don't have an account for myself, so I don't know. I don't buy my own rewards. I know you probably think I do, but I don't. That's pretty much everything. So thank you so much. I am an oversharer, an over-communicator, but I will give myself props, guys. The last time I did this was to explain that I have to add $2 to everyone's reward that had tracking. And then I went to go do it, and it's like, you can't do anything to any reward that's active right now because it's technically illegal. You can't just make changes to people and it doesn't know whether I'm telling you or I'm not. So when I found out I couldn't do it that way, I was like, well, I have to create new rewards, and then they're going to have to cancel it anyway just to sign up on this one. Not cancel the account, but cancel the reward and then get on the new reward. And that whole transition is the hard part, is like, you can sign up any day in March. You could wait till March 27th to sign back up on the bookmark just to lock in March. But people get very freaked out about it, and they're like, I canceled February 15th and I signed up again on February 20th. And I'm like, no, you just signed up twice in the same month. Don't do that. Just wait till March. You have all of March to sign up. So now that Monique has made a comment that now has really, same way, the more I talked about Shopify, I was like, we're here for me too, guys. I don't know if you saw, but it was like changes and thoughts for Art Hero. Yeah. Like now I'm like, does it hurt to have it a second place? It's an invoice. I would just have to, give it the same time. And then like I download the CSV report. It would just be another CSV report. And I count out how much of everything I need to buy. I don't know. Maybe that's why Mo was supposed to turn in at the end here. I had a mini heart attack when I couldn't log on. Then I remembered I changed the email for it. I know that feeling. By the way, that form I had to fill out today just to join an art, like it wasn't it wasn't just an application. There was an application, but you had to like sign up on their whole platform just to sell at one event. And so I was like, I just want to be clear. I can't just sign up for the event and say, cool. I have to like basically sign up for a whole thing with newsletters and everything just to do one day event, And they were like, yeah, sorry, it's the only way to do it. And I was like, no, I've done this before with them way before the pandemic. So I was like, I want to go back. I really liked it. The people were really nice. I want to do this event. They set up artists for free, but I still had to do all these things. I did my account and I did my password. As soon as I submitted, it's like, great, you have an account. And then what happened? I went to sign in and I could not sign in. And I'm like, I use the same things I always use. It turns out it just says name you signed up under is like, it should just say email because it was wanting my email, but it's like name you signed up. I'm like, name, I remember this, but email is different. So yeah, it's a whole headache. Let's see. I use my phone for everything. And sometimes if I pull out the tablet or computer, it fixes the problems. There you go. I know, because they're all laid out differently. That's me ordering with companies. I have to jump to my desktop for some, and then the iPad will let me do it for others. The other one, if I rotate it to the right and I start setting stuff up on the template, I can't grab any of the tools that are on the far right that don't exist. I'm like this. Where is it? Where is it? Come back to me. Could you simplify Art Hero subscriptions to your most simple and profitable items for set it and forget it people and do those on Shopify, basically, right? And then have Shopify. Got it. I wish I could. Yes, but I have to look at it as, what if somebody just finds me on Subbly or just finds me on Shopify and they don't know about the rewards on the other one? And then I lose people. Nobody reads, by the way. I have changed my landing page on my Critterosity.Subbly, right? And I just added some words to the top of things that have literally been coming across to me. Like, what is this? Why did I get this design? I don't like this design. And I'm like, it's not about you. I'm telling you, I don't like saying that. It's just, that's my simplest form right there. But I have to be like, I need a steady paycheck. You are my steady paycheck. And then you get gifted something you want. Also, you just asked me to simplify. Have you met me? Have you met me? I find that I write a lot of words that nobody reads. I know. But I also have to have it there for security for myself. Like, hey, it's always said 8 to 15 business days for shipping. Hey, it's always said this thing. And they're like, oh, I didn't read that or I didn't see it. And I'm like, well, it's been there for a very long time. So I get very wordy because of those questions I get on a regular basis. Yeah. Yeah, it stinks because like I only get an average of 4 to 7 people on the acrylic pin of the month. I have thought about canceling it, but then I don't feel like I'll ever order acrylic pins anymore. And if I put that only on Shopify and somebody comes back and they're like, wait, where is it? Then it becomes a question, or why don't you sell them on both? I think I'd rather just keep it exact, like the exact options. Maybe I'd get rid of like time-lapse video or something, and that would just be Art Hero. Yeah, these are all great conversations. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying like this is probably why I probably couldn't. And everything I've left up are hot commodities. Like peeps are on them. At least 5 people are on every reward, if not more. I think the only ones that don't have 5, no, I think they all have about 5. I have my new ones though, the half notepad and half Post-its. That's brand new. Screensaver is brand new. Sticker sheets I brought back only because I can make them. That's the only reason I brought them back, is I don't have to go through a company anymore. What else do we have here? Yeah, the postcards are my highest gone after. Then second is stickers and magnets. They're about even. Stationery club is the next highest thing everybody goes after. My DIY ornaments, I almost have 20 people on average. Close to 20. So that's a high one. Bookmarks are, I know we have over 5, but it's not insane. Yeah, it stinks. They're all pretty much 5 or more people. And then again, I meet new people all the time on Pop Shop and live sales on Instagram, and they're like, oh my gosh, I just went to this and I love it. And now my YouTube is picking up a bit more, which is amazing. I came back the other day and had no idea that was the number for subscribers. And I've gotten 2 new customers through my shop that have never ordered with me before. And it was on a day where I gained more subscribers from my Kiss Cut sticker tutorial. So again, everybody wants things about them. I know they want to learn how to make the things and do the stuff. So those are the highest watched videos. When it's just about me and what I'm doing with my life, they're like, yeah, that's great. What do you got for me? So I'm trying to bring everything. But that's the thing, is like everything is if I do this and what if I don't do that? And then what are the questions I'm going to get? And then who's not going to realize that I can't offer that? And it just gets a little crazy. So yeah, maybe Shopify and Subbly is doable, and I just offer them on both. Right now I was just offering the extra type things on Shopify. Shopify, it's on my homepage, I want to say, of critterosityshop.com. Let me double check. I might have not done it, but I know I shared the link to get anything with my Squatch Sprout little succulents characters. They could order it as a postcard, a sticker, a magnet. I think I offered like 2 other things. And if they don't sign up by the end of this week, I delete it and they just don't get that chance again. But it was kind of like that last minute, like, oh, I really like this one. I haven't been signed up for a while. Let me try it out. And yeah, they still got a chance. But anyway, all right, I'm rambling. Thank you so much. The number is dwindling on the live. So thank you so much for being here. This is exactly why I said I wanted to spit it all out at the beginning, so you guys knew exactly what was up, my thoughts. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, your time. You're investors in my business. Doesn't mean you get to call all the shots, but some of them you get to. And I appreciated this very open conversation. And when I say no to somebody or no, that won't work, it's never a no. I'm more like, I thought about that, or, if I think about it, I don't know, maybe I can do it. I just like to be very honest, and I like when other people are honest, but there's a way to be nice honest, huh? Okay, well, she's out of here. Thank you so much, you guys. Mwah! Have a great night. Thanks for being art heroes if you are. If you're considering it, thank you for considering it. If you've been a past art hero and you want to come back, thank you so much. And if you jump in and out of my life and it's a wave like this, I'll take it. I'll take anything I can just to know you guys are still around. Thank you for letting me include you. And I'm sorry it's so last minute, but I realized I had to get on this today because tomorrow's a crazy day. Thanks to everybody who signed up for my craft meet. I'm excited to meet some of you. I'm excited to see some of you I haven't seen in a while. And for those of you that want to be at an in-person event where I actually sell, that is World of Fantasy Events on February 24th. And I'll be bringing all the good stuff. So you let me know. And that's it. I'm going to go live on Instagram. I know, live to live. But I've got to start finishing up my digital commissions. I have to. So in the best way. I have to. Thank you so much. And thank you for sharing your honest feedback, you guys. And sorry for all these changes. I was not expecting this year. I wish it was easier, and I wish you didn't have to do anything. But unfortunately, it does require both of us to kind of get through this little lump. And once the prices are set to what they are, they're probably good for like another year or so. So enjoy that. But thank you so much, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.